More closer. Okay. Now, okay. All right. See, in the four states, in the dream, the desires are still there, unfulfilled desires. They manifest. A young girl, unfulfilled, meeting some other partner, and then she is meeting. So that is the past manifest, unfulfilled desire manifest, because it's a different body when you are dreaming. But anybody, everybody goes into the sound sleep, there is no wanting, no desiring, because it is full circle, full circle. This material world, this fear, fearful living, thinking, they falsify by the reward, by the punishment. Punishment means terrorism, fear, injecting more fear. A smart attorney will inject injections of fears in one or the other way with these clever words. For what? To suck more money. Big corporations. What kind of world we are living in? Everywhere you go around, move around, nothing but fear, fear, and pacify with the award and reward or punishment. That's all. So you put the topic actually, I'd like to ask you that when speaking, it should text at the same time. Uh, this is for people, as last time we said the telephone number. If any unclarity, question, they could text 323-540-3867. This is not for our personal purpose, but how to make the message available out of kindness, because in all the organized houses of worship, at the end of their flowery talks, they spread that thought. Throw your check, throw your money. Is the truth for sale? Is God for sale? Yes, that's what it shows. You can't open your eyes. But that's that level of people. The one who wake up sees that the truth itself is a burning flame and is a bliss in itself. It does not need subject object. That's why the ultimate truth, dust to dust, all those manifested 10,000 things, they burn up into fire into one simple thing, the dark matter, the dust, and from that coming all the visible things. They go into the silence, the ultimate. They go into the sound sleep. There is no more object and subject. There is no one to enjoy and suffer. All that is gone. So people have idea, oh, if I meet God, my suffering will end. This is a fancy idea. The wholeness is looking for you. The holiness is looking for you. And don't suffer yourself. Don't befool yourself. In the life, daily life, there are plus minus, the dance of the play of suffering, up and down. That is natural. That is the waves, seeking, all that included in the wholeness. Like in the freeway, you cannot make you will not call it freeway, royal way, only for one person. No, in the freeway, all kind of people driving, very tense, very nervous, very angry, and at the same road, enjoying, dancing, funning, and enjoy the ride. So is the life, the freeway of the life. Either you enjoy it or you suffer, but you are the cause, because you create the cause and effect. You mean the with the mind, with the ego, with the brain, with the memory of the past. That's you consider as you. That's the outer layers. They need to be poked in, investigated. Who am I? So you will discover that that is the dust or the real truth, the eternal you, eternity. Like the real treasure is you, but you get covered by the dusty layers of the past and future, and you are into yo yo. and life goes very fast. 20, 60, 80 is already the dream is ending. But the same 80 years can be too long if you are fully awake, if you are with the truth and in the truth and by the truth, then that will be too long. Why? Because the same 1 hour will expand into 1 year, into 10 years. All experiences, all memories are already in you, in the real you. In the real you, it does not touch. Touch means it is eternally virgin, the pure consciousness. How? How? You will understand the screen and the movies. Movies, so-called bad, good movies, violent movies, porno movies, all the screen does not even know. Like the fabric or like the gold does not know, you turn it into a necklace, ring, it does not need to know. That's why the pure heart consciousness is the same, knowing or unknowing, it does not matter. And the daily truth is the liver, the brain, do they know how the digestion go in, go out, how it happen? Even an expert doctor knows when he'll be sick next day. So, knowing, unknowing. So, imagine the new realities, new world, new dimension open to the one who stick to the truth. Stick is the wrong word because then you think you are different. Are you? No, you are just consumed by the lies, consumed, programmed in the wrong, these layers of the ego, of the mind. Waking, sleeping, dreaming, most of 90% spent into a dreamy life, achieving, achieving. How can you achieve when you already are? And that's why the realized master, they know that all that can be achieved is nothing but the fullness. Only thing is see through the layers of ignorance. It seems to the mind very interesting to go in other dimension, to go, because go means going. Maybe find a spaceship to go. But the quantum physics will teach you that maximum speed is in the state of vacuum, no thingness. is already is. No thingness the mind and ego is afraid of, because it's already in becoming somebody, being somebody, becoming somebody. Nothing wrong with becoming, seeking, as long as know the reality of ultimate truth of being, not verbally, not by reading. But let go of all knowing. Knowing is very good. Information is opposite. Information is linear, is opposite of intention, the flame of truth. That's why the great master Tao Te Ching, they point out yin yang and the Tao. Tao means the wholeness, include everything, including the mind, the ego, nothing wrong. It's just only a flaky dream. But don't waste your life into the dream. Because the same boat, the same ship, can you take to have hell, and can you take to heaven? Heaven, hell is just the state of your mind. For the real seekers, it cannot be even explained or spoken through words, because the reality begins beyond the memory and words. It goes beyond knowing and unknowing. Like this morning when you were talking, the little puppy coming, it absorbed satsang. Yes, it does, without the words. That's how the birds are more clever when any mishap or pneumonia or whatever happened. The birds and they get the message. You see? Because they are more closer in contact with the mother wholeness. I want to point out toward to the general people. That's why I want you to talk. The general people get there is too simple. Only thing is be humble and innocent. Open the heart. Again and again in the material world try to attract you. Do this, you'll get more money. Do this, you'll get more money. What will you do when you collect all that money? Your hunger is gone, Your sound sleep is gone.
Your health is gone.
Your health is gone.
You can't enjoy
You can't
the
enjoy.
trips you were planning.
Yeah, the only thing is you have better suit
Yeah.
on your body. That's all. Inside your body, mind, you're suffering. And those so called big movie stars, they're just only drama play theater. That's all. One don't really know closely that you are following and you are looking at those today. More skinny you are, woman has been destroyed by that image. The more skeleton you are, what a misery. And all the health industry promoting those. But their life is not happy. They have to go through hell, through knife, through surgery, just to destroy. But to truth it doesn't matter. To the screen it doesn't matter because dream is a dream. Whether you are a beggar or a king is still a dream. It makes no difference. What difference is you? Because you were given a opportunity to go in the hell or go in the heaven. And that's why great masters, the great flame of truth, they appear and disappear because so called man is basically very evil. Somehow it find the reasons to put them on cross or kill them one or the other way. And then they make business out of it. The weekend business. And normal common man is so busy and occupied in earning bread and butter and becomes so called professional. Actually, it is professionally bread maker. That's all. So called the science, the scientists all devoted to go more speed, more speed, more speed, whether killing machine, what is that? The whole world is a network. So that's why the truth itself is the wealth, is the real wealth. It does not need any reward or award. It already is. The moment you try is already lack of intelligence. How the fullness can be so empty that is begging, seeking. It does not need to seek and find out what is another dimension of what. So find out who is it seeking. All dimensions, all time, all space unified into the black hole, wholeness. Wholeness is the holiness. For a dead person, you want to give award of 1 billion or 100 billion or 1 trillion. What will he choose?
Not possible.
Huh?
It's not possible.
For
You
him,
can't enjoy it.
he don't need to choose. He can't choose. Even little puppy dog, you try to give him or please him or befool him. Okay, with the 1 billion, you can buy many biscuits. Or a little baby, little child, does not know the value of a diamond and does not want to know. That is the glory of the real glory, out of which this whole drama of the sunlight, moonlight, rainlight, all that is sovereign, and we don't appreciate or thank the Lord that you have given this both this chance opportunity of the body mind. It's not separate from you, but the beloved itself. What else you have to add? Do the sharing for others.
I can say that for me, it's always a surprise when I hear that maybe we don't have to achieve so much, uh, because we really live in a society where we're told to achieve. You have to get these grades, this degree, this level of finance, this car, and you really, if you're not careful, you will reach a point where maybe you have something you can finally, you have a little money, you can finally enjoy it. You may not be, you might be mentally crazy. You may not have your health anymore. You may not be able to. You may pass away before you can enjoy your retirement. So it's always a surprise, or I need the reminder.
Yeah, so called I has capsuled into that little I, not knowing what is this capsule. And you are stuck in that unless it dies.
Well, on that same track, yeah, our society teaches us to be goal oriented. We want to achieve this certain goal,
Yeah,
and
because
our
the
focus is always on that instead of on the living, which will get us to the goal, of course, but we lose the joy of just living in the moment and taking us where that moment will. Maybe it'll take us to that goal, maybe it'll take us somewhere else, but we just keep striving for a goal and forget to enjoy the moment of living
Mhm.
and the learning that comes with that.
see the prime ignorance is this name and form, the primary contraction of the body and mind. It's actually the eternal spirit versus the contraction. When you are born, when you die, born, the time factor comes. That's why when were you born? The time layer capsule you, capsulate you, contracted energy, the body and the mind, the same, like two levels of the same. And the eternal spirit, which really you are, when you when it become flame, alive, then body mind still there, but no longer the charm of it is broken. So what is the individual? Because individual striving constantly, whether it communism or whether it is capitalism, it appear as two different, but the words are different. Everywhere the ego, striving. Can we observe the birds and the animals? Their their contraction of body mind is not too much suffering because the dogs don't celebrate birthday. Birthday means you affirm, reaffirm, and reconfirm, and again. I am the body, I am the mind. All that is nothing wrong. Yes, you are the body, mind, but what the real, for example, in the lamp, what the real light, what says the body and mind, what the real light, you can't see the electricity with the eyes, but if you disconnect, the whole lamp is nothing. The same way, you are breathing, you cannot see with the eyes the breathing, but of course, you do palpitation and that, but not oxygen don't define the life. Oxygen is the carrier. There is something more subtle, more than the body and mind, because in anesthesia, all the systems are or in the coma. Where does the spirit is? Subtler than the subtlest, not the body mind, infinity wholeness. Because you cannot be separate in that dimension, even if you want to. Your interconnected wholeness already is. and more new energies start connecting you, like as I said, that why the human being with all the machines cannot figure out that what happened in Indonesia, what was that? Somania?
Tsunami? The tsunami?
Tsunami. But the animals and birds
Oh, yeah.
can perceive. Why? Because we are already too busy into the outer. So either you waste your precious life into the individual name and form, the body, mind, which is decaying every moment, or that eternal wholeness which is never two, which cannot be two. It appears as two at the body, but you don't identify to the. So the wholeness is not for sale. The truth is not for sale because it does not need to sell anything. Imagine how precious the wholeness is. It comes into your life as a hunger, as a sound sleep, as can you buy it? Can you buy the love? So the one like Buddha was already so-called achievements were there. He was born as a prince. But the burning question, the burning question was very scientific, that if I am the body mind, this body mind grow old, sick, and die, and will this death will come to me because that was a young body. So a chariot driver says, yes, anyone born will die. Imagine Swami Vivekananda, imagine Shankaracharya, 33 they passed the body, but their 33 was of a different dimension. They were not fool enough to capsulate 33 years. Their 33 years, they worked like 30,000 years. Normal person can do what they did. Why? Because all knowledge, all experiences are in whirlpool. They lived that levels. That is the science of self-realization. All experiences, all memories are there. Other word called Akashic record or cosmic memories. So one filter out those personal reading, personal memory that can definitely kill you, because personal life is made up of this past, future, past, future, past, future, rotten life, and you can manage it. There are techniques and methods to manage the management of the fearful life, or you step out of it. Reborn. Reborn as what? Reborn, the other dimension which has no dimensions, which already is the isness, only don't perceive it because it's so subtle. You can't catch it, can't know it, control. You can't even know it. But that can know you. Why? Because it never have been separate. Where there is nothing more to know. And no questions unanswered and answered. All is gone. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the beloved. Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Where there is no difference of man and woman, that's why the Tao teaching, the wholeness, the holiness, and that already is isness. So, anything else to add on?
No. Not for me.
And the stream, and you will no longer be alive. And the stream.
Mhm.